What is up, guys? It's Kevin back in with a quick new video, just showing you guys what I've been doing and what I've been working on. Now, if you see my last video, I bought the $100 Civic that I bought from an individual that said they took it to a shop and they said that the compression was bad, that the motor needed to be replaced, and I'll show you that car right now. So I didn't get a chance to do anything to the car yesterday. So today I came out and I started just messing around with the car. First thing I did was did a compression check, and I checked cylinder 1 and cylinder 4, and it came up to about 100 psi when it comes to compression. And then I started thinking to myself, well, how long has this car been sitting? And they told me it's been sitting for about roughly a year. So of course the top of the engine is going to be dry, so I crank it to get the oil pressure back up. Checked it again, and it's coming up on, I checked all 4 cylinders, it's coming up 165, 170 on all 4 cylinders. So I knew that compression was not going to be the issue. So at that point I had to think, well, a motor only needs 3 things to run: compression, fuel, which right here I poured in some gas, tried to crank it over, it did nothing. So I knew it wasn't compression, I knew it wasn't fuel, so the last thing was spark. So I pulled out the number 1 plug, I put a spark plug in there, hot wired the starter here, and put it here, and I didn't see any spark, and I was like, okay, cool, it's probably just spark. A lot of misconceptions when it comes to, especially to Honda Civics. They say when you don't have spark, you have to replace the distributor, but what you don't understand is inside the distributor is the ignition coil and igniter. Most of the time it's going to be the ignition coil. Now I do have a lot of those just hanging around. This is the one I took out of it, and I'm not sure if you can actually see, but this one has a split in it right there. So I was like, okay, let me put an ignition coil in it. So I did, and this is what happened. Now remember, this is a $100 car. I had the ignition coil, so I didn't have to put any kind of money into buying any parts or anything. This thing started right up, and it doesn't smoke, and I let it sit here and run for about 45 minutes just idling, and it's not overheating or anything like that. I haven't driven it yet, but I've gone to like first, second, third gear, all that stuff, and it seems like it shifts fine. So I don't think that the transmission is going to be an issue. But this is what you get when you don't really read up, and it's so easy to read up on cars, especially Civics right now, to check the basic things before you take a car to the shop. So if you do know nothing about it, take a car to the shop, take a page out of Wings of Redemption's book, and just, if they're saying, oh, you need a motor and it was driving fine yesterday, just say,
look here, look, listen. So stop giving fucking advice you know nothing about,
and then get somebody else to check it out. Like I said, they were quoting this person, I believe, $1,200 to fix this car, and even if I had to buy the coil for it, I could get that from Pull Apart for $12, or I could get it from AutoZone for like $77. So they were really trying to stick it to this person, and that's why you shouldn't really don't just trust random shops. I mean, mechanics are in it to get money. If they could do a $12 fix and say, hey, we rebuilt your motor, you owe us $1,200, it's just stupid. But I'm gonna get this thing cleaned up. I'm just rambling on right now. I'm gonna get it cleaned up because, of course, as you can see, it looks like shit. But the biggest thing is I got the car running, and I'm gonna fix the bumper, fix the fender tomorrow, drive it around, make sure everything is good, get it cleaned up, probably shampoo the carpet because it looks like ass. And yeah, that's pretty much it. For $100, I'm gonna spend $40 on the fender, $40 on the bumper, $10 on the corner light, so we're looking like $90, $100 or something like that. Of course, the paint's not gonna be great because it's faded because it's been sitting for so long. But a running driving Honda Civic EX with 188,000 miles for less than $200, you really can't beat that. So I'm gonna get it cleaned up. I'll make another video probably tomorrow when I get everything back together. I'll talk to you guys later.